response. I try the door handle only to find that it's still locked. Fine then, I'm cooking dinner now, so I'll be waiting for you when you get out. I'm too tired to really cook anything decent. I'm just throwing whatever into a frying pan and hoping that it'll turn out alright. Momoko says that's her favorite cooking technique, which really illustrates how bad she is at it. I hear the bedroom door creaking open. Ayumi walks out. She doesn't seem quite like herself. You two really had me worried. Wait, where's Momoko? The door behind Ayumi closes and I can hear the lock turn. Listen, Seiji. I'm going out for a walk. A walk? At this hour? Why? This doesn't seem right at all. Seiji, you've built a wall around yourself. Just because you don't want to talk about one thing that's bothering you, and we're trying to have a good time at the beach, and we want to ruin it by bringing up something that's obviously bothering you, you've built a wall around yourself. Unless I do something like this. She seems to be really nervous about it. She's hardly able to stop herself from shaking. We agreed that I had to be the one to do it. To find out what's really in your heart, Seiji. My heart? I should have known this wasn't going to end. I'll be going somewhere special, you fool. That's the only hint you're going to get. If you truly know me, then you'll know where I'm going. Just talk to me. What's going on? I'll explain everything when you find me, Seiji. If you do find me. With no further fanfare, she walks out of the room, quietly closing the front door behind her. She wants to have sex. Does she actually hate me? What is Ayumi thinking right now? I suppose because I keep pushing her away, she decided to test me. That much I can discern. But why isn't Momoko talking to me? Momoko, I know you're in there. Say something. Not even a whisper comes from their room. I guess she's not going to help me work this out. Ayumi, what do you really think of me? That's what I was never able to work out. Does she like me? Does she hate me? Should I even go after her? She was expecting me to, though. If she hated me, then why would she ask me to find her? I wish I understood her better. I've known her for as long as I can remember, yet somehow, perhaps I don't truly know her feelings. She's rejected so many people at school. Nor has she ever had another guy as a friend. But why? Why is that so? What about me is so special? The girth. Well, this is what it's all about, isn't it? I've got to go clear my head and think this through. She hasn't been here before. There's only so many places that she'd know of. It wouldn't be at the beach. The pool would be closed off at this hour. The place where you guys stood and looked at the stars. The park? No, she wouldn't go there. Where? Where is this special place she talked about? Where could it be? Wait, somewhere special. Could she be talking about... Of course, it has to be there. Where else could it be? An extremely special place under the stars. Ayumi. So what is it that you've wanted to tell me this whole time? I really am a fool. I can't work it out. Please wait for me. Sorry, I gotta get a drink. I'm getting parched. I think the game's almost over. So I think we're getting near the end of it. I'm here. This is one of the most special places to me in the entire world. A place where I look towards the heavens. The place where I look for an answer, somewhere above me. Never before have I seen it look this beautiful, though. The stars are even clearer than they've ever been before, twinkling with cold light. It's as if a box filled with diamonds has been split across the night sky. Fireflies dance lazily in the warm summer air, A dignified-looking person looks up at the infinite cosmos before her. I knew you'd find me, you fool. So you really do understand me. She seems lonely. Why have you been isolating yourself, Seiji? When you were at school, it was as if you were avoiding us. Do you no longer want to be around me? Is that it, Seiji? Are those tears forming in the corners of her eyes? Do you hate me? Is that why you've been avoiding me? If you don't want to be around me anymore, I understand, Seiji. I'm always mean to you, always so condescending, always so... She's barely able to continue. That's the reason you won't talk to me, isn't it? Because you... No, I don't hate you, Ayumi. How could I possibly hate you? Then why won't you talk to me? Seiji, please. If you care about me, you'll tell me the truth. I can't back out of this. She's gonna break down in front of me if I try to avoid the question. I'll tell you the truth. I owe you that, Ayumi. On that day we were eating breakfast and the two of you had left, I found an unmarked letter in the mail. Unmarked letter? It's her, right? Oh, by the way, Seiji, we wrote that letter. It was a joke. Forgot to tell ya. Sorry. Yes, it was my mother. She said she wanted to see how I was doing. The truth is I wanted to make myself seem like I was better than I really am. Deep down, I know that it's really spite. Whenever I hear anything from her or about her, I guess I go back to how I was. All those long forgotten feelings, and they're still buried in me somewhere. I can't be a good person. She's my mother and she still loves me, but I can't forgive that she left me behind. When it comes to the surface, all I want to do is be left alone. So I studied and I didn't stop studying. I wanted to have some validation, some proof to myself that I really am worth something. So I can prove to her that I was worth having in her life. It feels... I'm still that lost child I was all those years ago, desperate for someone to recognize my existence. And it makes me ashamed of myself. I could barely bring myself to face either of you, because I felt like I didn't deserve to be your friend. Even now, I don't think that I do. Both of you are so amazing. Everything you do is amazing. For as long as I've known you both, I always felt like this. But I wondered where I came into all this. You two are popular, cute, smart, and athletic. Yet I look down at my hands. Well, just look at me. I know what it is like to be abandoned. Yet in the end, it seems like I was doing the same thing to both of you. And out of everything I just talked about, that is what I'm most ashamed of. Yet I didn't even know that I was doing it. The truth is, I feel as if I'm worthless. Ayumi looks at me with sad eyes. So it was never me? It was you? You ran away because you felt like you were worthless and shouldn't be around me? How could you think that, Seiji? How could you believe yourself to be worthless? Ayumi's gentleness is showing through now. All of her pretense is gone. Because you need to know how I really feel. How you really feel? Seiji, what you need to know, you need to know how I really feel about you. How she really feels? Does she mean that she doesn't view me as a fool? Seiji, I love you. I've loved you since the day I met you. You love me? How did I not notice? 'Cause you're a fag? But how could you love someone as pathetic as me? I don't understand. I thought you always viewed me as a fool. You don't truly see yourself, Seiji. Your awkwardness, your smile. How can you simply keep going despite what happens? All of these things, it makes you who you are. And I love you for who you are. As much as I called you a fool, it was because I was scared. I couldn't show my feelings as easy as Momoko did. Whenever I thought about it, my head just filled with noise. But you never saw that. I can never blame you for not noticing, though. You would never hurt anyone intentionally. You were just somewhere else. Perhaps that's how you managed to find your way. I spent my days hoping that you'd finally come around. Finally break free of that endless dream of yours. I acted haughty and pretended that I was a mature woman. But in the end, I can never do the mature thing and simply tell you what I wanted you to hear. If you were worthless like you said, why does my heart beat like this whenever I'm near you? Now we're here, and I never knew what was in your heart. I know there's yet more that's locked away in there, though. But is there love? That's what I want to know more than anything else. Afterwards, she looks exhausted. I finally told you how I feel. Do you feel that way about me, Seiji? Will you accept my feelings? I never would have guessed that what she really felt about me. It was an act. She just didn't know how to tell me how she felt. That sweet, wonderful girl I know. How could I not be moved by what she's told me tonight? When I asked you how you felt about me, what I really wanted to hear is if you... Somehow I knew that was it. This is why you don't have a boyfriend. Despite all the people who have confessed to you. I have only ever loved you, Seiji. All of them. Not one of them made me feel the way you do. I'm so happy, Seiji. Slowly she walks up to me. Awkwardly she wraps her arms around my chest. I return the gesture, holding her in my arms. We don't have to go anywhere soon, do we? We can stay here just a little longer. Just the two of us. Of course we can, Ayumi. We sit down in the cool grass, watching the fireflies dance lazily across the hills. I wonder if this is just a dream. Did I really have the courage to say this? And did the fool actually say yes? He most certainly did, Ayumi. But this is no dream. I love you, Seiji. I'll tell you that every day for as long as we're together. I love you too, Ayumi. The night passes so slowly as we lie together, watching the stars shine in the sky. Ah, the feels! Feel. Now we're gonna have another scene just like that with Momoko? Or did he choose her? The long week is finally over. I wonder how long it'll be before I see that ocean again. Ayumi. I've accepted her feelings. But Momoko, will she be fine with this? With me taking her girlfriend? I mean, what is going to happen when she finds out about my decision? After all this, I think I've come to terms with my own insecurities, even if it's just a little bit. I don't have to be anything special. I just have to be myself. That's why she loves me for who I am. I'm going to have to meet my mother eventually. It's not something I can avoid. But I don't have to prove anything to her. I think it would be enough for her to know that her son is happy and doing well. Somehow I think it would be a good idea if I didn't tell her about my unusual arrangement with those two. Oh my! It sounds like he is going to do the three-way. Listen to that! Both of them went out by themselves to look at the ocean one last time. In a mere span of a week, all three of us have made memories together that will last us a lifetime. I'm never going to forget that confession. Nor will I ever forget these feelings I hold in my heart. I can't say for sure that it's love. Then why'd you tell her if you're not sure? But whatever it is, I don't want to fight it. Most importantly, I've learned that running away or trying to escape is not the answer. There, I'm done packing. They should be home soon. Well, at least I hope they will be. I don't think with all the unmentionables that they left scattered around the room, it'd be proper for a guy to do anything in there. They really do want to make it hard for me, don't they? Yes, they do. Speaking of the devil, I hear the front door opening. Ayumi is the first one to greet me. Good morning, Seiji. Good morning, Ayumi. I still can't believe it happened, you know? I'm really... Before she can finish, Momoko pops out from behind her. Good morning, Seiji!